Hello everyone and welcome to the RNG University. On tonight's episode of Friday Night Explore, we're going to explore Gruul Vehicles. So this deck is basically the Gruul Stompy package, but with some vehicles added in for extra goodness. So my sort of history with Gruul, at least on every time I try to play an arena, is that I get overrun. I get beat up by every other deck that is just teched against me for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a bad Gruul player, but I can never get it to work. But whenever I look at this deck, I feel like it has a strong potential because we don't really need the definite tempo. We don't need the definite card draw. A lot of these cards really just work very well on their own, and when they're synergized in the deck because of all of the additional sort of Gruul rampness, especially in Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elves, it can help us really get out the early game burst that we need to win the game fast enough without getting overrun. So let's, I hope this can work well. I've never had a good history with Gruul, but let's look at this deck first. We have, in the 1-drop category, 8 1-drop mana dorks, right? 4 Elvish Mystic, 4 Llanowar Elf, to ensure that we get early game ramp. Hopefully we do. Then in the 2-drop, we have some removal in the form of 2 Lightning Strike and 2 Obliterating Bolt. We don't have Lightning Bolt in Explorer, so we have to use Lightning Strike. And Obliterating Bolt is pretty good, but it is a sorcery, so that's why I'm only running 2 off. This can deal 4 damage to creatures or planeswalkers, which is pretty useful to kill some of the bigger creatures. Then we have 2 Scavenging Ooze to exile graveyards. There's a lot of deck with graveyard synergy, so Scavenging Ooze is going to be pretty good at doing that, and it also helps us gain life, and it gets bigger, right? All of that is good against any of the tech, or it's a good tech against any of the aggro decks, and good against any of the graveyard synergy reanimating decks. Then we have 2 Werewolf Pack Leader to help us get card draw and good early game tempo because it is a 2-mana 3/3. And if we have 2 Werewolf Pack Leaders, well, we can start attacking and getting card draws, which is also great. Then we have 4 Bonecrusher Giants. Bonecrusher Giant is always great because it's a 2-mana damage spell and a 3-mana giant. 4/3 giant. So both sides are pretty useful in an aggro deck. And then we also have 4 Reckless Stormseeker to give us haste to get around control decks because it forces them to play spells, or we get a 3/4 haster, which is even better. And then we have 2 Lovestruck Beast. We only have 2 in the deck. A lot of decks cost for 4. A lot of the net decks cost for 4. And I think Lovestruck Beast is something that you only want to run 2 off now because even though he can help you crew vehicles, he's a bit slow. And what is even better than Lovestruck Beast is the Migloz Maze Crusher, because he is a 4/4, but we can also use him to destroy artifact or enchantments if we're playing against an artifact deck. Vehicles for one, right? Mirror matches, or maybe our opponent's playing Abzan Greasefang. This could help. And then we have 1 Akroan War. A lot of deck calls for 3, 4 Akroan Wars. I only have 1. I'm not going to go craft Akroan War, but this is pretty good in stealing an opponent's creature and getting in that last bit of damage before our opponent overruns us. 4 Esika's Chariot for the actual vehicle of the deck, because Esika's Chariot is fantastic. We can do attack with a 4/4 cruise based on the cats that it brings in, and we can also copy tokens whenever we need to. Then we have 1 Elder Gargaroth. Again, I only have 1, so I only run 1. Elder Gargaroth is pretty good. He's Vigilance, Reach Trample, so he's got a lot of things. Whenever we attack, we can also get a Beast, create gain 3 life, or draw a card. All of which are pretty useful for us. And the Beast we can actually copy with Esika's Chariot. And finally, we have Skysovereign, Consul Flagship. Skysovereign is kind of the crux of the deck, but I only have 2, and I don't really want to go craft another Mythic. And a lot of decks I found online do actually just call for 2. Because even though it's crew 3, and whenever it comes into play, it does 3 damage, and whenever it attacks, it does 3 damage to a creature or a planeswalker, all that is fine. The problem is it's a vehicle. It has no way to activate other than the fact that we can crew it. Unlike Esika's Chariot, because it activates itself, Skysovereign needs something to crew it and activate it. So that's why you don't want to run 4 off, I think, at least in this deck. Then the land base, we got 24 lands, very basic, right? 24 lands. And once again, I don't have the perfect land base. I'm only running off what I do have without going and crafting a bunch of, rare land. So what I have is 2 mountain, 1 Sokuzen, 3 forest, 1 Boseiju. Obviously, you can add more mountain, more forest if you have less of these dual color lands, and if you have more of these dual color lands, you can cut some of these basic lands. I have 4 Copperline Gorge, because we need to have early game drops. I have 4 Crag Crown Pathway, which is the pathway that are red or green, that can help us catch early game drops. 3 Karplusan Forests, I wish I had 4, I don't, so 3 Karplusan Forests. For ping lands, I'm okay with taking damage as long as I can kill our opponent first. And for Rockfall Vale, this is the most questionable land in the deck. I don't know how good it is because it is a slow land, but you know, I only have 1 Stomping Ground, and that's why this is 4 here. If you have 4 Stomping Ground and 4 Karplusan Forest, you can cut all the Rockfall Vale to make sure that you're never playing a tap land. So that could help. And then, of course, I have 1 Mech Hangar, just 1, to help us, crew the Esika's Chariot or the Skysovereign when we really, really need to. I don't really want to, that's why I only run 1, and we don't really need the first ability, right? The second ability, rather. Add 1 mana of any color to cast Pilot or Vehicle. We're not Pilot, and our vehicle is either green or colorless, so it's not that useful. It's just the last part where we turn a vehicle into a creature. That's where it's going to help. That's all deck. Let's go try out this deck and explore. As you can see, I already tried out this deck once. Actually, I tried it out twice. The first game, I got overrun by a mono-red burn. And then the second game, I beat up a mono-red burn. And that was all I got to experience. So I don't really have much variety of experience. Now we're playing against Code Cut. Let's see how they're going to cut us code. Oh, this is pretty good. We got Ramp. Pack Leader. We're gonna say hi. Gigantha. Is it a rat deck? That's cool. It's probably a control deck though. With Gigantha, most likely it's a control deck. This requirement is just generic mana, right? So there's no control deck. There are. I don't know then. I could be wrong. I just don't think it's a burn deck. Okay. So, if that's the case, maybe I should just play a Reckless Stormseeker. Or I can play an Elf and then another Pack Leader. No, let's get the Stormseeker out. This demands an answer, and it'll help us kind of slowly corral. Light Paw. Well, I don't want... I remember what happened to me last time when I faced up against a Light Paw, so none of that, please. Pack Leader. Give me them card draws. A land. Yeah, that was wrong. Running out a Light Paw without any protection? Now what are you gonna do? Selfless... What? Come on. You're playing the game backwards. Alright, this Gorge is gonna come and play tapped. Do I care? Do I need the Llanowar Elf out? Well, obviously, I'm gonna play the Stormseeker. And then I will play the Elf, I guess. I don't know why I play the Elf right now. That was actually probably not the best. Because I get a card draw. Should we draw first? He's taking all that damage. Does he have Light Pole coming out? I don't know. Because we'll find out. How's he going to deal with all this with just 2 lands? Probably something. I don't know. How is a Light Pole going to block everything? Solidarity. Creates a 1/1. Vigilance and first strike. Okay. But do you have a Fog? I remember back when I was playing high school, people played Holy Day. What is this? Okay. Do I want to soak his in? No. I can get it, Vigilance Menace. And +2/+2, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I don't know, do I really need to destroy anything? There's no lifelink, right? Indestructible. Create a... Yeah, I'm confused. This is 5, so he can block 3 things. Give this haste. Make this a 2. Attack, 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 attack. Attack. Another land. He's at 2. I don't understand. How is anything gonna happen? First strike. I mean, I'm still not seeing the, I'm not seeing the lifelink here. Is there like a free lifelink card? I don't, I'm confused. Am I playing against a bot? That was like a bot kind of a targeting. Alright, whatever. That was the first game. Okay, I don't know every card in Explorer, so I was really scared of like a, you know, free spell that blows me out somehow. But I don't think there's any pack negation stuff going on in Explorer, so our opponent's just playing a weird kind of deck. Again, I hate Lightball. It's just, it killed me last time. Really bad, so I want to make sure that doesn't happen again. Dedivinganon. Opponent goes first. And, oh, 8 1-drops. Didn't draw any. So, should I keep this hand? Opponent goes first. I think I can mow 1. Alright. Technically a 1-drop, but not that great. We'll keep 6. I'll go back to Chariot. Chariot's pretty good, though. I'll probably draw a land, right? I'll probably draw a land. Maybe the Stormseeker. Stormseeker is also pretty good. Alright, fine. I'll put back the Stormseeker. I hated doing that, but we'll do it. Auto pay. Out. Rafine's Tower. The Dimignon. Dossies. Wow. Good luck. I don't have that many good cards. This is why I put back the Stormseeker. I'm gonna put back my Lightning Strike? That's not the right play. Unless you have a 1-mana play, the Lightning Strike isn't gonna do anything. It's fine though. It's fine though. I mean, to be fair, right? Is this a Abzan Greasefang? No, it has Rafine's Tower. It's some form of Esper. Survey. Wow, just 3 lands off the top. This is a really weird Esper deck, okay? Stitcher. Just like a mill deck? He has a lot of lands that he just mill in his graveyard. It's kind of iffy. Anyways, let's play a beast. He is Lovestruck after all. I am really confused on what I'm doing against this deck. Also, our draw has been not good. No bueno. There are Parhelions. Oh. So it is Greasefang, but I didn't see a single Greasefang. I don't know. We need our Scavenging Ooze to come out. Okay. Okay. It's a lot of lands. probably a counter unless you pay 1 sort of deal, huh? You want to take 5? I mean, he's just gonna mill himself. I don't see anything being useful being milled here. I'm confused. Alright. Well, here's something you saw before. Go counter this. No? Okay. Faithful Mending. Is it just an entire mill card? I mean, he's down to like 1 card left in his hand. There's a Skysovereign. It is Greasefang. Alright, well, he's gonna Parhelia me and then I'm just gonna die. So, good game. That was dumb. That was a dumb game that I just played. Not our opponent's fault, but their deck is dumb too, because it's not Abzan. It's very, very slow. And I just got all the worst rolls. So did not work out well that game. I didn't get the Ooze. I didn't get any of my Llanowar Elves to kind of ramp out early. And they have their Thoughtseize. So yeah, Thoughtseizes is an annoying card. I can't believe it's even not banned, because it basically is trade 2 life to stop your opponent from playing anything, and in Arena it's really hard to get a good hand. So look at this. It's really hard to get a good hand, and when you finally get to keep a hand that you think are reasonable, you get Thoughtseized. I gotta put back a Akroan War, I guess. Red. Alright, we're gonna get aggro. So, that means it's probably better for us to remove it first. Comes into play and deals 2 damage. Totally fair. Alright, we get a 2-3 or a 4-3. Oh, I think that answer's pretty clear here. Mono. Is this prowess? It's not prowess. None of those are lands. That's a land. That was a totally fair game we just played. Alright, well, at least I have Esika's Chariot. Ow. Whoa. Alright, Bonecrusher Giant won't kill it. Nothing here helps too much, but get a pack leader out. If I attack, will he block? I doubt he'll block. No blocksies. I just need another land. Resolves. I'm at 10 now. That's not a land. You can use it as a land, I guess. In like 2 turns. So this makes it a 5-3, which makes it a 3-1. That's not very good. Guess we'll Bonecrusher Giant out. No attacks, end turn. Alright, so this is whenever it's a spell. That's not a spell. Okay, good. So my Skysovereign will be able to kill the Bonecrusher. I should kill this, right? That's probably the scariest one first. What does this do? 2 damage to each opponent. And then they quit. Alright. We stomp Mono-red. Like I said, always stomp Mono-red. The Skysovereign is very good on that. We had a very bad hand 2 games. 2 games in a row. Eight mana dorks, 0 draw. That is, I don't know. I'm kind of speechless, but that's how the shuffler gets you. You know, how you play Arena. This was the first enticing thing about Arena to me, was that I can play Magic without having to do all the shuffling. I thought that was going to be a plus. Who knows that, you know, if you let a bot do the shuffling, they're going to cheat. Look, no elves. Do I want to keep this hand, though? Well, Rockfall Veil will sage you into Pack Leader, into Migloz. That's not that bad, but I am going second, right? So I think I should mulligan. Because Migloz does not give me a card draw. Alright, now I have 1 land. Alright, now I have 2 lands, but even worse, so I'm just gonna leave. That's a waste of a game, but that shuffles my hand luck, maybe, hopefully. This game is stupid. As soon as you start winning, the game decides, hey, you're not supposed to win this much. You're not playing well, actually, no one gets to win this much except for Mono-red. And even Mono-red don't get to win that much. It's just the aggregate. If you play just one Mono-red deck, overall, you're going to lose a lot too. I'm going to go first. Look at that. Because we've been quitting, we get these kind of hands. So yeah, let's do the thing. This hand's almost a mono-green devotion kind of deck. And our opponent's now going to be roping us. Yaw-9 Moth. Is that like Yawgmoth, but with 9 of them? Hey look, it's fake Jace. Well, while our opponent's... Oh, I was going to talk while our opponent's roping, but anyways. While our opponent's going to rope his turn, I'm just going to talk about where the heck was Jace during Marching Machine? Or Aftermath, for that matter. Jace is one of the biggest known character in Magic, and you know, he was in there for like 10 seconds. I forgot who... Was it Elvish Mystic that told Jace to do something? He was like, nah, and he just left. Mana Confluence. Dossies. Oh, okay. What are you gonna Dossies? Good luck. Probably the Skysovereign, if I know what he's doing. Maybe Esika's Chariot. If he'd take an Elvish Mystic, that's just so wrong. He did! Well, that ought to learn you. Okay, well, I also should learn that Auto Tapper likes to screw you. This is another Absent deck. Stupid Absent Rat deck. There he milled nothing. Return the land. And get ready for the Chariot. Alright, now we have Lightning Strike open in case he wants to bring out his Absent thingamajigger. So he's just going to mill himself more. Raffine's Informant. Alright. It's the start. My turn. He takes. Our beasts are gonna get Lovestruck. Greasefang. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Come on now. Stop saying nice and loose. Alright, so we can kill this. How much damage can we deal? Alright, you need to shut up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can deal 7 damage. So, I think that's fine, right? Let's obliterate this. One, 2, 3. That is exactly 4 damage, right? So yeah, his Parhelion won't, or his Skysovereign won't kill us. Parhelion will, but I don't think he can get Parhelion in the graveyard and a Greasefang out this turn. Okay, kill one of my elves, and then you quit. Yeah, GG. That's not how I wanted to kill a Greasefang deck, but I'm okay with that kind of win. That was we out vehicle the actual vehicle deck. That was exactly what happened. I was gonna say I'm happy I mulligan, but then I forgot that was the game that I mulliganed 3 times and just left because we didn't draw any lands for 3 mulligans and not playing that kind of game out. Player with mythic orange name as our Wizard of the Coast employees. There's still employees left? Why is your game like this? Alright, they're ready. Sweb P155 OKQ. That, yeah. Look at that. Because we won last game, now we get stuck with this kind of hand. Alright, I don't want to mulligan because last time I tried to mulligan, we all know what happened there. So, let's just get Lovestruck. We're going to get Thought Seized. Typical game. Lightning Strike. I'm going to pay the life. Lightning Strike. I'll hold it up in case I needed it. Probably don't though. Looks like some form of a attack first. Some form of blue-eye control. So we're just gonna get stomped. Yeah, make disappear. Good start. Why is make disappear in your blue-eye control deck? Do you know how to play the game? All right. Well, I'm just gonna. First. It's gonna counter every spell I play, probably. No countering the Esika's Chariot. Oh. That's out there. Is that a Wandering Emperor turn? Interesting. I'm only doing this because I have 2 Esika's Chariot, otherwise I probably wouldn't. Interesting. So, he's not playing anything, which means that he's probably want to draw a card, right? I don't think he can fare well in 1 turn, so... Oh, I should have put green. Anyways, I will play the Skysovereign here. Just to put additional damage on board. This forces him to counter this, which means that he cannot play a card draw spell. It's not that good, but, you know, playing a temple deck, we have to get fast. Alright, give him 3 life instead. That's no fun. Temporary lockdown. There goes my whole board. That's what I was saying. I gotta be careful with how I play this. Because this comes in, and I want to keep this, right? Choose the one to keep, yeah. And I can crew these 2. We're back. Oh, kill a land before I enter. Alright, if that's the case, there's 6 mana. I'm just gonna go in for the attack. There's the Wandering Emperor.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off.
I mean, yeah, that I cannot prevent. This damage goes
what
through.
You get for
He's at
hurting my
1,
people.
so... If I get farewelled here... If I get farewell here, I just die anyways. I guess it's fine. He killed his own Emperor. I didn't need to kill it for him.
May your blade strike.
Teferi! So is he going to draw a card and tap 2 lands?
Let's slow this down.
He wants a lot of lands, so...
No time for a break.
What can I do with this? Oil counter, Vigilance Menace, destroy enchantment, there's nothing here. That's also nothing. So, I could crew this. Or I can attack with the Chariot and the Migloz. Do you have removal? Two attackers, I guess. Do I want to send the attacks off this way? What if I just attack him both? No, Teferi's too scary. Another Wandering Emperor. There goes my Chariot.
Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people. Guards,
We'll
to
kill
me.
this. We'll kill this. No box for you. Alright, we'll get Buffer. Goodbye to Fairy.
Now what?
Supreme Verdict. Can I do anything? Remove 2 plus 2. Alright, that's not me. Think we're petering out here. Blue Eye Control is always going to have that kind of effect on
Keep watch for intruders.
a deck like this. Now we draw our Druids. So okay, that's about it. GG. We haven't lost, but we lost. Let's face it, we lost. So that's the whole game. That's what I feel like with Gruul Control, or sorry, Gruul Vehicle. You get control pretty hard, and you know, with a deck like our opponents, Blue Eye Control, I don't think there's any way for us to even beat that, unless we get the perfect draw and they don't get any draw. Otherwise, it's just not happening. I guess the best thing I could have done the turn before was just go all face. If I went all face, I would have been able to deal 6 damage. 8 damage to his face. 8 damage is not lethal though, so it didn't matter there. Anyway, so this is the whole deck. This is the Explore Gruul Vehicle deck, and yeah, honestly, I think it's okay. It's fun. It's not the best deck because it does require you to have the proper tempo, just like every other aggro deck does require you to have the proper tempo to win early enough before they start controlling you. But you can play for fun. If you feel lucky, if you feel like Arena's not cheating you, this deck will be fun to play. But if you feel like Arena's cheating you a lot, then you're going to get frustrated a lot because Arena does cheat you. We saw how many Llanowar Elves and Elvish Mystics we draw. It's either all coming in one game or not coming in at all in another game. And neither of those are fun. So that's kind of the problem with the deck. Other than that, I mean, that's not really the fault of the deck, right? The deck is teched very well. It is meant to curve out and rep out very well, and when it does, you saw how scary it was for us to have Bonecrusher Giant as he gets Chariot, forcing our opponent to answer us, and then we win that way. So, yeah, I'm still coming around to this. I do think it's a good deck. It's not a control style deck at all, so it's not my style, but it is still very strong. So, at the end of the day, I like winning, so when I win, I'm very happy, and it doesn't really matter if I'm playing the best deck out there or just a fun deck that I'm happy to win with. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.